quickly. It was supposed to release in November, early November, that was the plan. But there was a slight problem with the diary that I wasn't happy with. Nobody else noticed it, but I did. So I sent it back and I wanted it redone. I didn't realise it would take as long to get back to me, but I'd rather have it perfect. Well, I'd rather have it right and late than not. It was just something that, if it drove me mad, I thought it would drive other people mad. So that's why it's late. I'm really sorry about that. The diary programme last year went amazingly. We couldn't believe how people embraced it. So I decided to do it again this year, but I've been using this diary for 3 years, so you can tell I'm sick of the colours and of the art, and everybody else has only had it a year. So I did it exactly the same again, same format, but with new art. So this is the artwork that's in here, but I also wanted a large one. So I made it. They were like, do you think people will buy it? I'm like, I don't care, I want it. And if nobody buys it, for the next 7,000 years, I have got a diary. So, but they have, they're loving it. So these are exactly the same artwork, just, this is the scale that I made the art, and these were shrunk down, okay? So because it's coming out, I still had to fill it, so it's filled with last year. I love it. They say, can you just do a sample of the diary? It's like, yeah, it's 365 days, twice, 3 times. So this one, this one is full of just all the original stuff. This is full of the new stuff, and this has got both in, because some of your customers will still have sticker books and stuff left that all went with this, and it all goes together. But I have brought out new. So this is the newer sticker book, very, very arty. All this has come straight out of my journals, as you can see. You know, all these stickers, really, really arty stickers in here. Where's the, oh. So you can see the images there. We've got lots and lots of art in there. And then at the back, we've got these peel-off quotes in large and small. And you can see here, so they're on clear, so you can see the backgrounds coming through underneath. So new sticker book there, new clips again with the art. I wanted round ones this time, but they've got exactly the same art that's in the different bits. So new clips there, new die cuts again, you can see with the art. Again, taken straight from my journals. So very arty collection this time. Another set of die cuts that I brought out was heads and bodies, because that's what I do. I swap heads and bodies, so quite large ones, and I've swapped, you know, you can swap all the heads and bodies around. So the die cuts are there. There's also the ones that came out in September, so I've put them with a new on as well, because they're sort of more new at the show. The die cuts, we also had, I brought out back chat, which again, when I see like little sayings to put in, they're always really nice, like have a great day. Well, mine are like yes, no, is it over yet, you know, what have I got here, not on your Nelly, you know, you've been warned, what part of no did you not understand? And so mine's like that. They're really good value, and you get 4 sheets of different sayings in the white and 4 sheets in the colours. Also little mini tissue tape strips, tiny little, I love these little strips, and I did them so, oh, can't get them. The lights, this is a really bad light, I'm in shadow, there you go, little strips, and I did them so they all fit in the pockets of the diary as well. So they all came out earlier in the year, okay. A new colouring book, which is a great addition to everybody, the sheets, and this is going to be popular with the diary, is the borders. So it's all borders and quotes, that's all there is in it, 2 sheets of each, borders and quotes that they can just cut out, and I think that's wholesale $2, so really reasonable. Okay, so that's the diary one, that's all that. The thing I'm really excited about on this release, this is my big, is the dialogue. Okay, so this is the dialogue system there. The book that's missing is here. It's this one. So that's all the dialogue system. I've used what we used to always call them Midoris. People are calling them traveller's notebooks now. But I've used a traveller's Midori system for years, because I collect quotes. And if I've ever been to your store, you'll know all I'm usually doing, headphones on, I'm writing my quotes down, I'm collecting them for all my sayings and the different things. And the only thing that's really annoyed me, not annoyed me, but I've been irritated by is the paper. The paper in these books is rubbish. Has anybody used them? It's really thin paper. So I wanted my own. I've been wanting this for 5 years. Ranger have finally given in to me. I wear them down. I just wear them down. I just keep at it. So this is the dialogue system. I've called it dialogue because it goes, you know, dilutions, diary, Dycuts, etc. Because to me, these are the different logs that go in, because you log in your life with it a lot of the time. So there's 8 different logs, 8 different notebooks, all with a different cover and all with a different inside. And that's what I wanted it to be. I wanted it so, you know, people didn't think it was just one notebook. So they all have a different inside. Because of that, it was really important to me on the packaging. You had quite a prominent thing showing you what was inside. So, you know, you can see here this says agenda because there's rules, there's all sorts. I wanted people to see that. You can sell them, or in our store we're going to stack them. We're going to have them all like this in things like this so people can rummage through. So I wanted it to be there where you could see it. The difference between mine and everybody else's is the quality of the paper. It is my mixed media cardstock. So it's the same paper that's in my diaries, that's in my journals. It's beautiful, beautiful paper. So we have in there's 2 with the ruled lines for me, for my quotes. So I've got a normal ruled there, and I've also done the handwriting lines. Cursive writing's coming back with a bang, calligraphy's coming back with a bang. So that's got those 2 lines in there. I have never ever seen a black traveller's notebook anywhere, so I have a black one there. Again, it's in my mixed media. I have a blank one to do, and we use this in class. It's strong enough to take your inks and your paints. So there's a blank one there, and I also have a background one, so one that's already got the backgrounds ready done, because we're getting more and more people wanting to come over to mixed media but so scared of it, so scared. So start them off with something that's half done where they don't have to get too messy, and then that's what's happened with the diary, and then they slowly get hooked in there. So is that 6 or is that just 5 at the moment? Yeah, that's 6. And then I also have 2 for the bullet journalers. Bullet journaling. It's a bit clean for me, but it's the fastest growing. I was at the planner convention last year, and this year I'm on the panel of experts. Can I just say? And all these mad women. But on Facebook, there's a group. They added me to this group. There's 157,000 women on this Facebook, all doing this bullet journaling. But it's very clean. Very clean. So, but I brought the girls in the office were like, please bring them out. They do it all. So I'll just paint over these and use them as journals. But they're there for your bullet journals. So this has tiny little dots, and this one has the grid. Okay. So, and I'll talk about those in a minute. So there's 8 of the different logs there. There's also a skew that has the pockets. So you've got, you know, like the little different pockets. Then you can put things in. One's missing. There's 3 different ones. And then the covers. I'm vegan, so at the moment it's massively popular to have all these leather covers, which I don't do. And, you know, they're very expensive as well, and I wanted it to be really accessible. So mine are I used to make my own covers, and it was just canvas that had some big interfacing in. So there's 2 covers. There's the blue cover, and there's this cover, and I think the wholesale of these is $3, so really, really good value, and the wholesale of this is $6, I think. So the covers, when you first get them, they feel quite stiff, but when you're working with them, they just soften up. It was really important to me that the covers are a lot wider than the books. When you see a lot of the systems, the books are very similar to the covers, but you think, look how many books I've got in there, and the covers still fit. It's really important to me to do that. So we've got those covers. So when you look at the cover, you see there's only actually 2 elastics in there, and people put one on each, and they're like, how do you do this? So this is where like the elastics come in. We have a skew that is just the elastics, and I think that's wholesale $1 with the coloured elastics in there. And this is how you do it. You take 2 books, and the 2 books, you take an elastic. You can either do it in the middle of the book or you can do it in the covers, it doesn't matter. And you just put an elastic over the 2 and make sure that they separate, so you've got 2 separate books. And then you feed them under an elastic, Okay, and then you take another book and you feed that under this original elastic. So there you've got 3 books just on one of the elastics. You can put 3 on there. You can also put more on, but they get very heavy, so I'm going to show you with the pockets. So you can do it again. You could add 2 pockets, and again you could just slip it under this middle book, or any of the books. You could slip it under this back book, it wouldn't matter, wherever you want it to be. So now you've got 5 things on there. You've got 3 books and you've got 2 pockets. I've put them on upside down, but never mind. But you've got this, so that's how you end up with all these here. And if I can just show you some of them, that's the bullets. Here we go. So these are the ones where I write with my quotes. I always write on the right-hand side only. I only ever write on the right-hand side, and then I take the book out, I turn it upside down, and I come back and I write on the right-hand side again. I don't know. I've always been odd. I've always been odd, so you know, I write it and then I write that side. This is one of the. This has not got a lot. They've all got varied amounts in, but you can see that the ink, it doesn't go through to the back. There's the agenda one. Okay, so you know, some people will want it in a diary, some people like this, but I've used the same stuff because you want to mix, you want your customers to mix across the different things. So I've used it, I went quite monochromatic there. I've used the same stuff. This one has got in, this is the black one, which I use constantly. I've gone through so many black ones, and this is one of the ready decorated ones where you can see I've just taken stamps. And I do this on the plane. I just have my glue stick and I just take my stamps and and then colour in. So it's really, really, you know, it's going to encompass everybody in there. This is, I've kept these separate. This is the bullet journaling that I don't understand. Even though I did those 2 samples there and I really enjoyed myself. And now I'm over it. Only because it's clean and it's like, and it's lit in my diary. I go backwards, you know I do.